Hi, welcome to Pandora's Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Cancer for the month of April 2015. And a couple of things before we start. Please remember to check your rising and your moon sign, especially the women in the case of the moon sign. And also I want to say that I've been seeing as a trend in the rest of the readings that April is going to be a month of beginnings, okay? Just as we saw changes in February and in March, in April we're going to start, this new period in our lives. And perhaps, this is, of course, it will move at different pace for everyone. If you dealt, a little bit better with the changes throughout March and February and March, in April, I think you're going to have a swifter start. But if you're still fighting against the changes, of course, that's going to bring a bit more turmoil. But let's start specifically with you, Cancer. So let's see. We have in the position of in the position of the challenge, we have the Two of Swords, and the Two of Swords is a card about trying to make a decision, but not being able to do so. You're a bit of a standstill situation. You can't make up your mind. You can see someone. I mean, the swords is the element of air, okay? But behind her, this woman who's blindfolded and holding the two swords crossed, behind her we can see the water and the moon, and those two things symbolizes you, Cancer, and symbolizes our intuition, our emotions. So your mind and your heart are not connected. One is going in one direction and the other one is going in the other one. Okay, there's something within you that is just disconnected. Okay, your intuition is not working as it should. So that will be the focus of your month. Okay, either it's specifically a decision that you have to make, or you start to realize that there's something within you that just feels uncomfortable because you're not connected with yourself, okay? And here's the thing. In the center of the reading, we have the Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups is, well, the cups is, again, the element of water, so we have the emotions as a very present thing in this reading. And the Nine of Cups is a card of someone who feels satisfied about everything he has achieved. We can see him, pretty much sitting there feeling glad that he has achieved all those cups that he has behind him. So this decision that you have to make, Cancer, it has to do with your self-worth. Okay, this is a card that has to do with how much do you believe you are worth? How much do you think others value you? Okay, how much value do you think you bring on to the table, that kind of thing, if you feel worthy. That's the type of thing the Nine of Cups talks about. And this decision will be in regards to that. Now, of not feeling satisfied, okay, that's what this decision and this connection has to do with, okay, with not feeling satisfied. Now, in the position of the help that you're going to receive, you have the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles can very well represent someone of the earth signs. So we have, let's see, Capricorn, we have Virgo, and we have Taurus. Okay, so we have signs that are much more grounded than you are. They're much more grounded in reality. They're the type of, they're the type of signs that just know how to make a pro and con list, that kind of thing, in the case of having to make a decision. But the king is someone also who has power. Okay, so you can see this person as someone who is a type of mentor. It can also be your boss, your father figure, your grandfather, someone that you see as wise, someone with power who can give you advice. Okay, I see this as someone who you will be reaching out to. So for example, let's say you're not feeling satisfied in your work, so you go and talk to your boss. Okay, that type of thing. Now, the interesting thing is that I believe that if you, for example, let's keep with this example of going to talk to your boss perhaps asks you, okay, but what is it that you have to do, or what is it that you want to change? And perhaps you don't know the answer, okay? Because we have parts of self-knowledge, the two other parts that we haven't talked about. So April is a month of self-examination for you, because we have in the position, Cancer, of the things you won't be able to change that you have to accept, the Hermit. And the Hermit is a card that talks about going inward, okay? Being able to quiet the world around you and try to know yourself, okay? Try to bring the light to those darker places of ourselves. And it's a very spiritual card, so any kind of spiritual practice that you do in the month of April, you need to intensify that, I would say, Cancer, to reconnect with your intuition, reconnect with your emotions, so your head is not going in one direction and your heart in a different one. If you haven't got one type of spiritual type of ritual or activity, and perhaps you always have wanted to do something, April is a good month to start that. Okay, you need in April to find a way to start knowing yourself better. There's some type of inner work that you have to do in the month of April to be able to move forward. Okay, because here's the thing, I don't see you actually being able to make this decision in the month of April. There is no resolution here, because we have as the outcome card the Hangman, and the Hangman is a card about that talks about being patient and standing still, okay, waiting. This is not a card of taking action. Actually, the only type of action that this card talks about is someone who has taken a different place, someone who has placed himself in a different way, so, hanging, so he can actually see the situation from a different perspective, okay? And that's how he got eliminated. You can see there's a halo around the head of this person, and he's hanging from the tree, the alphabet tree. So it's not just any tree, there's knowledge here. So here's the thing. You need to know yourself better before being able to make any type of decision in the month of April. That's what the tarot is saying. So if you need to pause, you need to hit the brakes and just pause, go inward. You can't make a decision without actually knowing yourself. That's what the tarot is saying. And I think that's what this person, represented by the King of Pentacles, will tell you. There is no way you can achieve the satisfaction that you actually want if you don't know yourself better, because you will continue to make the wrong decisions. You will continue to take the wrong decisions, okay? So, I hope, Cancer, this is helpful for this month. I don't think your first step into the new phase that we talked at the beginning has to do with just going into action. I think you're going to be in a midpoint. You have ended a period of your life where you're noticing that this period has ended, but now you don't know where to go. That's kind of like the feeling that I get from this reading. But you won't be able to know until you actually stop and go inward. Okay, so I hope this is helpful, and I want to thank everyone who watches and likes and comments my videos, and I will see you in the reading for next month. Thank you.